What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Don't forget to smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more content. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving you the best tips to get more wins whilst playing Rebirth, how to dominate in Rebirth, and tips for gameplay. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So the first tip when playing this game mode is to play with an aggressive mindset. Don't be that guy that plays all campy. Trust me, it's really not worth it. It's not going to get you any wins, or you're not going to increase your skill level. So what is good about Rebirth is that if you die, unlike in Battle Royale, there is no gulag. So as long as a squad member is alive on your team, you're going to spawn back until a certain period of time. Engage in more gunfights, go for kills, be active, get to work. Doing this as well is also going to increase your skill level, becoming a better player within Warzone. Tip number 2, playing with a squad, and most importantly, as a squad. So what to do? I can't stress this enough. This is similar to Battle Royale. Communication is key, and playing as a team is going to give you the highest chance of survival and winning the game. I've played a few games myself with randoms, and it is very rare that we have got a win. There are times I've not even managed to get my loadout, so the free loadout that is, but most of the time my wins and good games with high kills have come with being on the mic and communicating with one another. When you are playing with your squad as well, so get you and your squad to pin enemies, reveal their position. Talk to each other. Is someone pushing you? Is a teammate down? Is it safe for them to be revived? Maybe they can give you a bit of direction as to where they're coming from. Without communication, it's going to be very hard. A good tip which I would suggest would be to use the new perk, which I believe is called Combat, which is perk option number 3, as when you do shoot an enemy, if anyone on your squad does this, it's actually going to pin them. Land together, have each other's backs, loot fast, and get the loadout as soon as possible. Now we're going to be talking about loadout. So at the end of the day, Rebirth and Battle Royale is like real life. It's about getting quick cash and survival. It sounds stupid in a sense, but it's survival of the fittest. You're going to want to get your own personalized loadout with the gun of your choice, knowing exactly how your gun performs, what the strengths are, what the weaknesses are, along with your perks. It's going to give you the upper hand throughout Rebirth and Battle Royale. Before jumping out the plane, what I would do would look at the minimap and land somewhere where there is a store fairly close, loot with your squad as soon as possible, get all the loot you can, get the loadout as soon as you can. So within Rebirth as well, you will be given a free loadout which will come between 15 to 10 seconds before the first circle is closing in. Now looking at the best places to loot. So firstly, stating the obvious, obviously it's going to be prison. But what I will say is if you land here, you're most likely going to be in a gunfight as soon as you land, as it is the main area and it is a high drop area. If you're looking just to get loot quick and go, what I would probably suggest is, in regards to surviving, is land towards the ground level, because the roof is going to be absolutely hectic. So next up, I'm going to suggest Bioweapon Labs. It's a big building. You're going to find lots of loot, including chests. There's going to be money literally everywhere. You're going to get good loot and good guns as well. So if you can't get your loadout, I believe there are 4 floors. There's quite a few floors, so you're going to get a lot of money. Come here with your team. Again, you're most likely going to get people coming here as well, because you are going to get quick loot here. Also, what's good with this one as well, there is a store that is literally just behind, so you can get your loadout quickly, which is a bonus. Control center as well is another option for a good drop area. It's not so hectic for a drop zone, but you're definitely going to catch bodies here. With control center, I do have to admit to you, it's a bit hit and miss. Sometimes you're easily able to obtain your loadout. Sometimes the loot is good, sometimes it's not there, you're not going to find the money. However, if it is, it's actually very good, for the fact being the store is usually located at the front of the building, and just downstairs as well there will be a resupply crate where you can get your max ammo once you've got your loadout. If you're looking for somewhere that's a bit less crazy to land, what I would suggest would be to land at the harbour or the red building near the harbour and work your way from there all the way to chemical. So I wouldn't say chemical is a hot drop zone, but it's definitely somewhere where a lot of bodies do land, so just be wary when making your way over. There is usually a store that's near there, but just be wary of people in the building and on the roof. When you kill an enemy, be sure to look at the minimap, regardless of whether they have ghosts or not. Once you've killed them, their own squad is going to show on the minimap for a few seconds. Again, just bear this in mind, the same is going to apply for you. So if one of your teammates is killed, it's going to reveal your location. As explained previously as well, you're going to get the free loadout. This is going to come with 15 to 10 seconds before the first circle closes. Firesale is also going to appear on the 3rd round when the circle starts to close in. Around the 1 minute marker, If you haven't got yourself a self-revive, this is a good time to get a free one, or if not, you'll be able to get discount on items from the store. So another quick tip that I did want to give people is that when a UAV is active, if you closely look at the map, if you see an arrow pointing upwards, that means the enemy is above you. If you see the arrow pointing down, that means they are below your position. We're now going to talk about the gas mask animation and how to stop it. Now, I know I've been caught out so many times with this stupid animation, which has screwed me over so many times and prevented me from winning games, but that all changes now. In order to prevent the animation, what you're going to want to do is, before the storm comes, get out your heartbeat or use a tactical equipment, such as either your flash or your thermite. It's much easier to use a heartbeat as it will always be on you. So for instance, if you don't have equipment at a later stage in the game, you're not going to be able to do it. What you're then going to want to do is to keep holding this until you actually make your way into the safe zone, and continue to hold it until you hear and see that your gas mask has been taken off. If you have equipment like a thermite or a flash and you don't want to use it, obviously, once you are in the safe zone and your mask is off, tap the button you use to change your weapon and it will put it away. This has been around for a very long time, but I do have to admit, when the pressure is on and you are in the final rounds of the game, you can forget. I'm guilty of this myself, but adding this into your game is going to help you massively. Now we're talking game mechanics and how we can use these to our advantage. Now, if you think of it just in general, a moving target is much harder to hit. Therefore, when you are in combat or if you are being shot, make movement, whether this is side to side or if you are running for cover from someone shooting you, slide and move your right analog all over the place, or if you're using the PC, obviously you would use your mouse. This is going to save you a lot of time from dying. When you are in combat, don't stand still. You're just making it easier for your opponent to kill you. Move if possible, and as I said, it's much harder to hit a moving target. It may throw you off a bit at the beginning if you're not used to it, but the end goal is totally worth it in the long run, as it's going to result in more kills and increase your skill level. As many are aware, for console players we do get aim assist. In short, in order to abuse the aim assist on console, it's better to stray from side to side while aiming, and you will get better accuracy. If you can add jump shots into your game as well, this is going to be a massive bonus, because again, it's really going to throw your enemy off guard. Depending on their reaction and their aim, it's most likely going to end badly for them. For myself, I have got an elite controller, so I've got paddles at the back, so it does make it much easier. So if you are using a normal controller, this is probably going to be a bit harder for you, but if you can get into the habit of doing this, trust me, you're going to have the upper hand in most gunfights. Moving on to mounting. So now this is a good one as well if you are smart with it. So if you do see someone at a distance, so what you can always do is mount on a window, and in general, you're going to have better accuracy and more recoil control when shooting at a distance. This is something you want to add into your game. Even if you see someone at the other end of the hallway and you don't really want to push, if you just mount up on the wall, you're going to be able to maintain your accuracy. Now, I have to say, one of my personal favorites is the drop shot. So the drop shot is very effective, and it is especially effective when you are up and close. Most people are not expecting you to drop on the floor, so you can actually drop them by surprise. Their aim and their reaction could be totally off, so this is going to result in you getting more kills. So at the beginning, this is going to be quite hard getting used to, especially if you've not done it before. Don't stress yourself out too much if you can't get used to it at the beginning. It's a long learning curve, and once you master it, trust me, you will actually appreciate it. You could say it's a bit of a rap move, but if it gets you the kill, that's the main thing that we're aiming for. Now we're going to be talking about slide cancel. Now this has been used by many pros since the release actually of Modern Warfare, and it actually allows you quicker movement to be more aggressive when pushing, and it can also get you out of sticky situations if you are being shot from who knows where. First, you need to go to your settings, go to movement, which is right near the bottom, and where it says slide behavior, change this to tap. Now the best way to do this is to simply slide, jump. So if you're on PC, this is going to be much easier for you. If you are on console, it's going to be a little more difficult and getting used to. However, if you do have something like an elite controller where you have paddles on the back, it's actually going to be much easier for you to do. This trick here is going to take a while getting used to, so don't stress if you don't get the hang of it straight away. Now we're going to be talking positioning. So the same applies for Battle Royale, but positioning is everything and the main tactic in order to be successful. So ask yourself, are you in a good position for when the circle closes in? Are you going to be exposed? Are you out in the open? Could there be people coming from the back, from behind? Take everything into consideration. In Warzone, you're going to want to aim for the high ground as much as possible, as this is going to give you the advantage for those that are down below you. And that's all for today's video, people. I hope these tips throughout the video are helpful to you and help you dominate, get more wins whilst playing Rebirth. and even Battle Royale. Some of these skills are going to require a bit of practice, but then again, practice makes perfect. If you could smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Warzone content, I'd be grateful, and I'm almost at 700 subscribers, so every little will help me out. I hope you're all well and keeping safe. Take care, stay safe, and until next time, peace.